Dog, man, we here. Always risk things, man. They been waiting for this one, dog.
My nigga.
We gonna take a shot for this.
Take a shot, bro.
And then we gonna elevate right after this. Right after Charlie Machine drop this shit, I'm elevating on everything I already do it for.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
When I come back, y'all.
Rolling. Yeah. CWTFB radio, man. You know what the fuck time it is. I'm Charlie Machine. Big bro, Big Fifth. What's up, baby? How you doing, man?
Living good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to see you, bro. You look good, man. You got a haircut and shit?
Yeah, shout out to Cam.
Yeah, you was looking crazy.
Yeah, it's none of your business, bro. Fuck is that, man? God damn. That's aggressive, bro.
You know what I mean? We got my man A.R.T in here, man.
You know the vibes, man. We outside.
Always risk things.
The biggest.
Risking things since a little nigga, you hear me?
It's a little nigga. This shit don't stop.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a good episode, man. I'm feeling good. Energy's good.
Feeling great.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with a mix, though. We're going to start off with a mix.
It.
Get everything rocking tonight, you heard? All right, man. That nigga was insane, bro. I love Nate, dog. R.I.P. Everybody know this one.
Yeah.
This the jump right here.
Everybody know this one.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Everybody know. This one's too easy. But it goes to show you, Dr. Dre was lazy as shit. He didn't even do much with this shit. Let's fucking go. Let's go. R.I.P. my nigga Nate, dog, man. God damn. That was fun. I caught a sweat doing that shit.
Yeah.
God damn. I'm Charlie Machine, man. It's damn Rick, Big Brother Fifth. We got my man A.R.T in here, man.
Yeah,
we back, man. Episode 263. We in the Garage Media Center. We gotta give a shout out to all sponsors. Always sponsored by the Sound Lab Recording Studios in Brockton, Mass. That's 60 Skinner Street Rear, Brockton, Mass. Pull up here for all your studio needs, man. Whether it be audio recording, whether it be, music recording, whether it be vocal coaching, whether it be internships, whether it be photography, videography, whatever the case may be, man. We got somebody in here that's gonna do something that you need, man. And if we can't do it, we gonna point you in the right direction. That's the ill thing about the Sound Lab, man. We don't gatekeep. We just want everybody to eat. All right. Sound Lab is the motherfucking cheat code, man. That's the Sound Lab, 60 Skinner Street, Brockton, Mass, man. We here. Shout out to our other sponsor, my man Boston's Hair Flow at the Temple of Groom in Boston. That's on Calm Ave, and also in Cambridge, which is on Mass Ave. Shout out Temple of Groom. If you want a luxury haircut experience, run up in there, go see my man Boston's Hair Flow, man. He's gonna hook you up, get your taper, your lineup, everything real tight, man. If you got ingrowns on your neck and shit, you're gonna pull out the ingrowns, neck up only, understand. Hot towels, steam, all of that. And if you're a regular and you do right, you might bust out some Macallan or the Blue Label, things of that nature, man. So shout out to my guys over there at the Temple of Groove, man. Boston's Hair Flow and things of that nature, man. 2 locations, Cambridge, that they can't make it because they doing some ill shit.
Sure.
So granted, we couldn't really work out that week anyway. Like
it was,
it
was a lot going on for you, a lot going on for me.
Right. So it was cool that, it worked out like that. But I love to see that you wasn't stagnant.
There's some bars, we appreciate that.
No, you right.
That's part of the deal.
We haven't had a Red Cups and Rap in a while.
It's been a very long time.
Last one was what? Last days. Actually, A.R.T shot it.
I shot it. I might leave y'all with something today, though. I might leave y'all with something.
Oh, yeah? You gonna spit, too?
I might leave y'all with something.
You know what? I forgot you a Renaissance man, my nigga. You do it all.
So I just dropped the single yesterday, man. Light show on all platforms right now.
There you
know what I'm saying? One Poppy Light show on all platforms right now. I just dropped the joint yesterday and the month before. I just ain't been pushing them out there like that because I got so much going on. But, it's finna be time. And, we finna do it back to regular schedule program.
I like that. All right. Say no more, man. Give us, you know what I mean? It was like 48 balls or something. It's 57, whatever. All right, so Red Cups and ratings, man. So just like every other week, we got 2 projects that we're going to rate, man. The first one we're going to rate is somebody that we know, somebody that we love, somebody that's been here multiple times, man. He's dropped multiple projects. He's working really fucking hard. He's probably one of the leading voices in Boston right now. We talking about my guy, Exit Fame. He dropped Kill Judas, which is 10 tracks, about 31 minutes. What you think?
This was cool. I mean, listen, I'm a huge fan of Exit Fame. I have generally loved his albums because the ideas were new, and this one just wasn't it. This was lyrically, of course, you could write. Your pen game's on point, but the ideas, we've heard it all before for the past, couple of years. It's kind of the same thing. I don't really see much growth outside of, what you're going through personally. I know that there's growth in that, but as far as the music is, it seems a little stagnant. The production was really good. You did a good job of compiling, features. Shout out to Tony Moxberg being on there. He dropped a very dope verse. You guys had a real good tandem on that one. That was probably my favorite record on there. But Exit, my man, listen, I don't know if this falls under gospel rap or Christian mingle rap, but
Christian mingle rap is crazy.
Nah. There was a lot of there's a lot of talk, and I don't know if that's like, faith based, which I have no problem with. I believe in all the same things you believe in, but we want to hear something a little bit more, man. We want to hear the evolution of you outside of your church. We want to hear what's going on with you mentally and stuff like that. Let's rap about that. I think you had an opportunity with the production to actually tell your story a little bit better. I know with, as recovery's going, you hit some milestones. Let's talk more about what you're doing after that outside of church. I think the church talk was a little bit much. I know it was called Kill Judas. Not sure who Judas was throughout this whole album. Kind of missed that. I don't think you did a good enough job of portraying who Judas was. I don't know if you were talking about yourself as being Judas. I don't know who Judas was in your life. But I missed that. But outside of that, Exit, man, you do a good job as always, man. I appreciated this, and, look forward to seeing what you do in the future.
Okay. Exit Fame, my bro, my guy. I agree with Fifth on a lot of shit. What I really agree with is the repetitiveness. How long can we hear the same shit and still make it consumable, right? I think that's really what it comes down to. We done heard the Jesus talk for mad long, and that's okay if that's what you want, but you gotta classify yourself as a gospel rapper at that point if that's what you're gonna do. Christianity and all of that doesn't really align with my views, right? Don't mean I don't believe in God. I just don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in religion. I'm not a religious guy. I believe in a higher being, a higher power. There's something that put us all here. So hearing shit like this, for me, doesn't really do anything for me. It actually gets annoying when you keep hearing the same shit. You know what I mean? And it's not that you can't rap, because you're a phenomenal rapper, bro. You were at balls on here that I was like, okay, this nigga could rap his face off. And we know that. But I think what niggas really want to hear is the Fame Flint.
Yes.
We want to hear about you selling drugs, not using it. And then not you recovering from using this shit. We know that. You did that. Whatever. That happened. That's your life. That's your story. And that's great. And I love that you have an outlet for that, because you have people that you're talking to and things of that nature that you can actually, people are relating to you and things of that nature and blah, blah, blah. But from a hip hop perspective, we don't want to hear that shit, bro. And that's just being completely transparent. But I did like a lot of the records. Okay, I'm not shitting on it. Like, in fact, I gave you the best score out of my whole thing. I'm just saying, nigga. I'm gonna throw that out there, nigga. I mean, y'all.
This nigga dead serious. All right, cool.
Yeah. So look, the songs that I expected to be really good disappointed me a little bit. Like the one with Cyrus the Shield, I thought it was gonna be a phenomenal. I didn't really like that record. Did you like that record?
I mean, it was pretty mid.
I don't know. The one with C4, I did like a lot.
It was a good way to send off the record.
That was a good record.
Send off.
Kill Judas with C4 was a good record. The one with Tony Marksburg, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that was Fat Joe at first. I was like, this nigga got Fat Joe on the album. How the fuck he do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the nigga sound like Fat Joe. You don't think
he does?
Like,
no, he does. He does. But it was a good record.
Yeah, that was a good record. The one with Jay Wong was mid, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, my nigga. But what I did like, I loved the intro. Angel and Demon. Honestly, I like a lot of your solo records more than anything else. So it's not about you not being able to make good music, because you can make good music. The problem is the subject matter just keeps repeating over and over and over and over and over again. So it's like, how many albums are we going to hear the same shit? And what Fifth said as far as Kill Judas, when you think about Kill Judas, you think about betrayal, right? You think about somebody who stabbed you in the back, somebody who played you or whatever, fucked you over, whatever the case may be. I didn't really get any of that from the subject. I
missed that, and that's why he got, as far as
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
No.
But there's also another level to that. Maybe Judas was Fame Flint.
Yeah, but we heard that already. He talked about this already, killing off Fame Flint.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
right.
Who's Judas?
Yeah, you're right. All right, well, yeah. So
I don't know.
All right, so either way, my nigga, it was. I wanted it to be better, bro. Like, wholeheartedly. Like, I genuinely wanted it to sound like something that I was excited about. The energy at the beginning, like the way you chose the track listing, I thought was great. Because when you started rapping with the Angel and Demon shit, I was like, oh, okay, this nigga, he's coming with it. But then it just became the same repetitiveness of the content and subject matter. And I don't want to tell you to not talk about your God, bro. Like, I don't want to tell you to not do the religious thing, because if that's your thing, then that's what you do. But you have to also remember that not everybody's going to gravitate towards that style of rap, especially given who you was before this. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a style. What I think is it's the fact that he's repeating himself continuously.
You just feel like he's making the same album over and over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's no change. There's no progress. There's no growth. All I see is the same thing as far as, I'm a recovering addict. This is my progress every year. It seems like, okay, so 3, 4, 5 years, and it's the same story over and over again.
So maybe we just want to see you progress in life. I think that's really what it is. Because if you
see,
progress,
that's tough. Because he's progressing in life. He is progressing in life, but musically, we want to see the progress musically.
But what I'm saying is, when you make music, it's gonna always depict where you are, like in life, right? It's always gonna depict, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm expressing myself. Things of that nature. And if you're not doing that, that just means that you're in an elongated period of the same shit.
Maybe this is the beginning of something new. He just, he killed Fame Flint. He's killing Judas. Maybe now he's gonna come back with some shit. I don't know.
Who's
bro.
he gonna kill next?
I don't give a fuck who he killed, man. I hope he killed his notebook. I don't know, whatever. I just want him to just come through and just fucking rap, bro. That's what we're here for. We want to hear that shit. And it's not that you don't have it. I think you need to find a different way of delivering it so that we can fucking consume that shit and want more from you. When you come on here and you freestyle, there's not a freestyle that I don't fucking like.
Yeah.
Every freestyle
Elite.
that you come out,
Elite.
it's like, Jesus Christ, who is this nigga?
Elite.
I want to see that translated into an album. That's what we're saying. It's nothing against you. We want that same energy that you come on all these platforms and you spit these fucking bars and we're looking at you like, wow, this nigga's fucking, he got it.
Yeah.
Bring that to an album, you know, maybe shorten the, you know, the amount of songs that are on it. Give us an EP, give us 7 songs, man. Give us 7 tracks of solidness so that, you know, and give us that in small increments versus, you know, waiting a long time to give us content. Maybe that'll help, you know, for us to consume, you know, your music a little bit better.
I like the 10 records. I'm not gonna hold you. I thought 10 records was good.
I think 10 records is good, you know, as a transition, but moving forward, people's attention span is a little bit shorter.
The niggas last
7
year
is
had like 20 songs.
Yes, and of course he's had a deluxe with like 30 songs.
The
you
nigga
know?
had a deluxe for the deluxe.
Yeah, he writes a lot, which is good. You know, we're not against that, but the energy needs to, you know, that same freestyle energy needs to come into these albums.
Well, either way, my brother, Exit Fame for Kill Judas. We gave this a solid 3.5 out of 5, man. Shout out to my guy, Exit Fame. Shout out your whole team, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Just keep grinding, my nigga. Keep progressing. I hope you don't take anything that we say as damage. It's just constructive criticism, my guy. That's all. But next project, this one right here is from somebody out of Providence, actually. It's from Rhode Island, man. It's somebody I actually met here during the testing lab when I was on the panel for the testing lab. Shout out to the testing lab. This young boy, man, he's probably like 19 years old, 18 years old, something like that. It's my man Kuttah. He dropped Face of the P. This is about 6 tracks, 17 minutes. What you think?
All right. This is young nigga rap. You know, I feel like I'm not the right audience for this. I'm going to start off with that. But it was good. I love your ideas. I love the fact that it looks like you're still in the beginning stages of your music career. Looks like you're kind of figuring out exactly what it is that you want to do or what you want to sound like. Throughout this whole album, I thought there were multiple features, but it was only one person. I think, you know, that's a little weird. Schizophrenic rap is a little weird to me.
Nigga said schizophrenic rap. What the fuck, nigga?
Multiple personalities. He displayed all of that throughout.
I get it.
No disrespect.
It just sounds hilarious.
Oh, fuck it, whatever. But either way, it was cool, man. You know, this is, like I said, the beats were cool. Didn't know you were Muslim. It took me a little bit to put that together with the Shahada and then the fact that you were Puerto Rican. So, like, you got that Kevin Gates shit going on, which is cool. You know, that's interesting. But, yeah, this was all right. My favorite song was Trauma Unit. On that song, you absolutely went crazy.
Absolutely.
You had some shit that you were saying, you know. I know an Uber driver that'll lift a nigga to the sky. That shit is creative as fuck. I like that. You know what I mean? That was really good. I thought that was fucking, I had to run that back so I could make sure I understood it correctly because, you know, clever young nigga shit.
8 Zip's first freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I know what, I got shooters that'll jump out of Uber and really lift shit. So, yeah. So when I heard that, I was like, 80 did it.
Yeah, I know.
80 already did it.
Listen, man, somebody always does something.
I mean,
I think the delivery was well put throughout
it was
that whole
good.
song.
It was good, but
yo, nigga, why you trying to take this young nigga shine, bro? It's my time. Shut the fuck up, man. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to
proceed, my nigga.
I'm trying to make sure I give this young nigga my undivided attention. Your rude ass is interrupting. I'm sorry, young nigga. All right, cool. Outside of that, you know, production was fire, man. You know, you young niggas is really in y'all bedrooms or wherever the fuck y'all making y'all music and really like doing y'all thing, man. I do like that. I like the fact that, you know, you guys are using your creative nature. Now, what I must say is this is going to be a little not nice, but I think you need to figure out who you are. Read some books, read out loud. A lot of times people don't realize that reading out loud will help you to articulate yourself in a manner that'll, you know, deliver your message a little bit better. I think you need to do that. This is more, you know, this is, again, I'm an old nigga, so this music doesn't really appeal to me. But the things that I think you could work on to make yourself a little bit better would be just find your sound. This was a good experimental album. I don't know what you've had before this. This is my first time hearing of you. Continue to work with the group that you're working with, but find your sound. Trauma Unit is the best sound that you had throughout this whole album. That right there consistently would have a good tape all around. So keep working, man. Keep grinding. And yeah, appreciate you for sending us in.
Well, my nigga, I agree with you wholeheartedly on everything that you just said. Like, Trauma Unit was my favorite record. That's what I was gonna say. What I will say is, you know, piggybacking off of what Rick said, as far as, you sounded like mad different rappers on this shit, bro. You know what I mean? And that's not a problem, but if you're an artist, you have to create a sound for your listeners. And what happened was I heard sounds that we've already heard before. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to artistry. I don't want to hear the next, what the nigga name? Roddy Rebel. What was his name?
Roddy Rich.
Roddy Rich, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever, yeah, right. The Nipsey Hussle's artist, right? Yeah, Roddy Rich. I don't want to hear the next Roddy Rich. I don't want to hear the next who the fuck ever, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I want to hear you, bro. Your story is fire.
Yeah.
Because you're a Puerto Rican who converted to Islam 2 years ago. I want to hear more of that. I understand that shit happens. I understand that, you know, you go through life and things of that nature, but it's like, bro, realistically, we've heard these stories already. And what happens is it gets diluted. You can rap. You are musically talented, bro. You can create shit and make it sound good. And I think with you being so young, this doesn't even matter, bro. Like, honestly. Like, this don't matter. Like, this project, nobody's even gonna talk about it 10 years from now. You're 18, 19 years old, bro. 10 years from now, you'll be 29. Most niggas still ain't on that 29.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, he's a kid.
All right, so even better. For your age, this is actually really good. I didn't know he was that young.
What? The kid is amazing. Like,
you know, for 18, 19, this is really good.
You have a really polished sound. Your sound is polished, but I just don't want to see the tracing anymore, bro. Like, I don't want to see the tracing because I play one record and I'm like, why are we doing this? Why are we sounding like the next guy? You can be influenced by people. You can be motivated, inspired, or whatever by whoever. But we don't need to hear them on the record. We need to hear you. And that's where I'm at with it. Trauma Unit, fire. You were saying a lot of real shit, bro.
Yeah, he was.
And I get it because I've been the young nigga in your shoes who understands all the shit that's going on with niggas that, you know what I mean, you grew up with and things of that nature. You might have not been the nigga that was out there doing it, but you there. You in it. You might have been you might have literally been footsteps away from a situation. All I'm saying is I want to hear you, bro. I want to hear you and I want to hear more of you. So figure out who you are. and figure out what you want to do musically. And once you figure that out, you're going to crack the code, bro. Like, no bullshit. You're young. You got time, my nigga. So just keep growing and keep doing what you're doing, my nigga. And we're going to talk soon, man. So out of 5 red cups, we gave my man Kuttah, Face of the P, solid 3.9. Keep doing what you do, bro. Keep creating, man. We here. We in your corner. We fuck with you for real, man. I like Providence, man. I think Providence probably might have like a better nightlife than Boston, low key.
Oh yeah. That's why we travel out there, bro.
Providence is lit.
Everything out there is
You know
better.
what I mean? I had a really good time in Providence.
I'm happy they got a better nightlife than us.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody got a better nightlife than us. Bro.
I wouldn't say everybody. We have a better nightlife than Delaware.
I mean, it depends where you want to go in Delaware, but
Yeah,
Where the fuck is in Delaware? What's the capital of Delaware?
Dover.
Yeah. Niggas be partying in Dover.
I'm sure they do, bro.
after I was
Art would know. Art would know because he
He be
moved-
everywhere.
But
He be
yeah, but see, like,
outside.
it's like Maryland, but they're gonna go straight to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go to Baltimore.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's
It's
right
close.
there. Everything's like it's close.
It's like
so you
us going to
hit
Provi,
but
bro.
they got these little towns with these spots. They partying all night. They going out. But Providence got a better nightlife than Boston.
Absolutely.
Nah,
They letting shit fly more than us. Like
I agree.
they ain't not 2 o'clock come.
I agree.
Boston's like go home.
Providence, you might fuck around and leave at
Providence,
3 in the morning, bro.
exactly.
3,
Now
3:30,
there's certain
bro.
spots in Providence that actually close at 3 o'clock.
That's crazy.
like
bro.
you know what I mean. So it's not even like
They don't want to give us that
Yeah.
extra hour
Nah,
for nothing.
bro. I mean,
like
we don't
Lovetta,
deserve it.
Lovetta, that Spanish spot.
Yeah,
Never
they
been. I
rocking
don't
for
even
a
know.
while.
BBL Central, nigga. This BBL's galore.
They've been
nigga.
rocking for a while. They've been
Nigga,
They've been
what?
rocking for a while.
You walk in that bitch, BBL's to the door.
I mean,
Sure.
you know.
You know what I mean? Anyway. Art, my nigga.
What's the word?
What's
dog?
good, bro? We here, man.
We definitely here.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling amazing, man. Every day I woke up today, man. That's all I can be, I can be thankful for, man. I woke up today. I'm here. I'm breathing. It's life. It's great.
I love that. I love that, man.
that's
So
good.
tell the people who you are, man. For the people who don't know who you are.
Man, they call me Art One Poppy for the ones who know. I had to switch the brand from One Poppy Films to Always Risk Things, but the brand been Always Risk Things. You feel me?
Yeah.
We been here. They, you know what I mean? I just was giving them a little bit. And then I had to switch it up. I said, you know what? I'm an artist too, so my name is One Poppy. They calling me One Poppy. Why am I branding this production as One Poppy Films? Even though it worked, because I had the city going crazy. And a shorter time of me figuring out what I wanted to do in a short span, I don't know, I did it and then I made it work. But then when I moved, man, I just started going. Before I moved a little bit, I started pushing Always Risk Things more harder because we really living like that.
So you moved. Where'd you move to?
Georgia.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2020 here, I got tired. Everybody was running their bag up. It was time for me to go with the money where it made sense. And I was tired. I didn't work with everybody in the city. For me being, like, coming up for me, like, I was a small little hood dude. Like, shit, I was one badass little kid. You feel me? I was one of the ones, like, hey. So, me switching my whole joint to becoming a cameraman, was rapping, and then said, raps, let me dig more into the cameraman, and I got lit off that. Running around in the city dealing with a bunch of dudes I don't know from different places like I was doing. That's why I was really always listening, because like niggas weren't moving like me. I'm pulling up by myself, going to different hoods, like in the beam with a camera.
right.
But I'm just fresh off of really being in the streets though.
Right.
Really like
you
around
from?
all that. I'm from Dorchester. I'm from Phil's Corner and Grove Hall. You know what I'm saying? Phil's Corner to Grove Harlem. You know what I mean? Straight up. I grew up in Phil's Corner. You feel me? My mom's, we moved when I was like 2. She had an apartment in Revere, moved from Revere, went to Dorchester. We ended up in Speedwell Street right there. Harder than all the Cape Verde and CVO niggas is wild. It's crazy. All types of shit's going
CVO
on.
niggas is crazy.
I'm young though. You feel what I'm saying? I'm saying these niggas pull up bulletproof. I've been bullet holes in the cars, stole the car, all types of wild shit. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I'm really
I know.
young. This shit was wild.
I used to
was
date a chick
this
who-
was the 90s. You get what I'm saying?
Her cousin was CVO, nigga. I
Man,
know.
listen, that was crazy era
Yeah.
back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So moved over there, as I got older, moms wanted to get out of there. We left there. We went to Common Square. So it's crazy. I'm a Dorchester kid for real. After I left Phil's Corner, I went to Common Square. I'm on Morris Street, right next to Fuller Street for a couple years. After we left Fuller Street, we went to Dunlap Street. Now we even more across the street. We more in the hood. You get what I'm saying? Dunlap is a straight one way. You know what I'm saying? We over there for years. After there, Grove Hall. You know what I mean? Now I'm on Pasadena, right next to Castlegate and the Burnt. So I'm right here. I done been through it in this little section of Dorchester. I know, so I'm able to know everybody. I'm able to know and be, and me and my brother, we was just like active kids growing up. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had each other, but we was active kids, man.
Y'all didn't give a fuck.
Nah, we didn't give a fuck. Everybody know us. You know what I'm saying? But it was a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be grown up, to grow up the way I grew up. You know what I mean?
But I think it's dope that you can transition from that, right?
For sure.
So you started off from everybody knowing you as far as like creatively as a rapper.
I started up, but the buzz started of me just being a badass kid. It started of me just moving around in the city and a nigga who just didn't give a fuck. Like a nigga was just wild. When it came to dealing with women, I'm running around with all the baddest when I was a youngin'. Like I'm moving around, I know this woman, that chick. Dudes don't like me because they chicks. It's just like it's really like all that. We doing everything.
Damn.
So, but it was like
disrespectful ass nigga.
It was like, nah, it's not that, man. You can't. If she choose, man. You know what I'm saying? Just it is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't be mad at that.
Hey,
but,
that's the game. The game.
That's the game. You feel me? You can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? If she choose. But that's just that. But far as that, we got known from just being us. We got known from just, dudes was just them. Had good personalities. Was outside. wasn't really going for nothing. If you was with it, we was with it. We was with it, whatever, however we went. But growing up, we wasn't taking no shit. So getting on off of that and then going into, trials and tribulations, I've been shot on my mother's birthday 3 times and shit, moving around. That got me deep in to be like, okay, well, I need something to do. And I ended up meeting this Cape Verdean chick staying in the crib and shit. I ended up learning, fuck with my man Harvard Eye, another one you had on this legendary couch. You know what I'm saying?
Harvard.
You know what I'm saying? Harvard Eye, he was going to Salem and shit. He was trying, I was editing, what was I doing? I was trying to rap. I did my first song in the studio, but we've been rapping. We never took it serious.
Yeah.
Went to Ugly Duck Studios. Brighton did the song Streets of Boston. It's on YouTube, but my name was One Drugs at the time. It was back in like 10 years, 15 years
One
ago.
Drugs.
It was
That's
like
a
One
crazy
Drugs,
name,
yeah.
bro.
It was just wild, yeah.
That's
why I switched it to One Poppy.
Right.
Because I was like,
what made you switch
hot.
it from One Drugs to One Poppy?
Because it was just like, I'm a player first. You get what I'm saying? And I'm making myself hot seeming One Drugs. And at the time, I was living in a drug house. I was living in a drug house. You feel me? It wasn't I was living with one of my shorties. You feel me? I was living with one of my shorties. For real.
You're crazy.
I was living there.
Wrong with
One
you,
drugs,
nigga?
right?
I was in love with her ass too.
Yeah.
Could have went home. My mom got a night, so I could have went home. I was dealing with her ass. like this shit for real. This shit is dead serious. Love the ass. You feel me? She was bad as hell. Kept radio joint.
I'm happy
bad
you had
as hell.
that. Yeah, you
But
deserve that, man.
but I was shit. That's where the money was at. Dude. That's where my honey was at. Shit, money and honey.
Yo, this shit is hilarious.
This nigga fuck his girl and go downstairs and make a play.
Right, like that dog.
That's real,
Yo,
dude.
she was, hey, listen, man, hey, it get like that. So, that's where originally it started, and then Harvard East would come by. He first started going to Harvard Eye. He was going to Salem State at the time, man.
Yeah.
And I'm running him out. I ended up meeting with some chick, drove out there in my little Honda Accord, my first little car.
Yeah.
Drove out there, seen him on campus, but this is Dog from Washington Street. This is my bro. He grew up in Grove Hall with me, you know what I mean? We grew up going to school, upper school, to charter school together and all that. Like, so it was like, man, this was different. When I got to meet my bro, he's doing video work and I'm doing this. So you young, you're like, oh, you doing video work? And I'm like, I'm rapping. But I always been rapping. He know me from war music. He know me, you know what I'm saying? With my cousin Art, who was with Harvard Eye, the one who, and Stoopy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those
Shout out Stoopy, man.
Yeah, those is my brothers for real. You know what I'm saying? We really war music for real. Like you that back end story, but we, that's what was really going on. Those is my brothers, So it was coming up like that, and then doing him. He had the videos going on. I ended up figuring out how to get a little a little boom boom. So when I had it at the house, he'll come by, he'll edit his videos instead of having to go all the way to Salem State to use the school computer.
Right.
So now he's been able to come straight to the hood. He live in the hood. Now he can come to the hood and just edit, and I can sit over his back like this and watch him.
And see what he's doing.
See what he's doing.
Yeah.
Same time, he's getting me right, though. He's edited my music videos and things like that. But I started learning, and then I started seeing other, like my mom ended up getting me a camera off HVC. She had to pay on every four. She paid the first payment. She said, first payment, I got you. The rest of them, that's you on your own.
You know what's crazy?
That's
dope. You know, before, a lot of people don't know that, like, I edit all the videos, right, for the podcast. That's how I learned how to edit videos, because I used to edit music videos back in the day. You know, nigga.
Yeah.
Your brother, nigga, like,
we
you know what I
hustle.
mean? Yeah,
I
like,
you did
we
that one.
was, you know what I mean? We was doing that. So I figured if I could do a little 3-4 minute song, nigga, what's a long form conversation that doesn't have nearly as many cuts? Because a music video, there's a million cuts, bro.
A million cuts.
You fucking chopping this shit the fuck
Chopping
up.
and screwing.
What? You know what I mean? So I'm like, if I could do that, I could do a podcast. A podcast is easy.
For sure.
Because you only got the
easier.
camera on the nigga who's talking.
Sure.
And after the nigga's done talking, you're gonna switch to the next camera or whatever the case may be. So
Different angles.
Nah, so that's dope, man. That's fire, man. So what made you wanna focus on the videography shit
Honestly,
more?
it was the pay. It was just like, okay, well, it was the pay to
real.
get that. I'll be real. I was
That's
getting
real.
in rooms that I'm never going to be able to get in as a rapper. This dude's rapping. He's rapping. But they all calling me to shoot their video and they got $200 for me at the time. $200 at the time was a ball. And I was happy because I ain't got to get a ball. I ain't got to go try to get it. I zip the flip and might smoke it and mess it up.
Yeah.
I ain't got to go do none of that. I literally got this camera. I don't got to re-up 100 times.
This nigga said like
don't
Cash.
got to call nobody.
Cash was the worst.
I can go here to here.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to be straight.
Yeah.
So that's when the aspects are coming out of it. And then I started like getting, wet. And it was then how the women started treating me 10 times more. It was like, oh yeah, you doing videos now? Like knowing me from being a crash or just a crazy kid, or just like, you doing videos now? It came with a little bit of more different. I got to clean up a little bit.
Yeah,
I
so the
gotta-
bitches
hold on.
was on you.
You know what I'm saying?
So you was recording
I gotta
videos,
get
bro.
up together. Hold on. What am I
was
doing
practicing
here?
recording.
So that's how you became poppy.
Then I ended up loving it. But if you don't know, my grandfather is a photographer.
Okay.
He never taught me this. His studio's on Robert Studio on Morton Street, right across the street from Walgreens.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's Antiguan, old dude. He shot for Bob Marley, shot for the Celtics, every one of the Celtics dude, Robert Parrish, you name them. Obama wrote him a letter recently,
Really?
a couple years ago. When we went to his birthday party, Obama wrote him a letter and all that. And this is coming out of Boston. He knows, you know what I'm saying? So this was in my blood already. This was my plan. Damn near was written. I didn't know.
Right.
You got to say, like I said, I got shot 3 times on my mother's birthday. So I ain't supposed to be 8 days before mine. So I look at like, I ain't supposed to be here, but this was in my blood. This is what the higher power wanted for me. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So at the end of the day, yeah, I rap. I love rapping. I rap when I want to rap, but I know that rap don't always pay the bills for me. It always get me in the biggest rooms. I done been in a room with, my first tour, I was with AZ. E. Jake, shout out E. Jake. E. Jake, when he come home, he going, yeah, that's my boy from Framingham. You know what I'm saying? Powerhouse Movement. You know what I mean? Shout out to E. Jake because E. Jake brought me on tour. One of my first tours, I was with AZ. We did an eight tour. He funded the joint his whole self. Paid everybody in his team and all that.
Fire.
And it kept going. I done been on tour with legends. I done met DMX. You know what I mean? I done met so many legends that's not here, that's here. So, for me, just the rapping comes with it. I'm always going to be able to rap. I'm always going to be able to have that.
Right.
But what I do for people is amazing. And I love to make people smile when they get to see themselves on camera, when they get to see themselves in a way that they never thought they was going to be. You know what I mean? You know how many people done booked shoots for me and was just insecure about the shoot?
Right.
And then when they was like, when I showed them a clip or two, they're like, yeah, they turned, they ready to go.
But that's what I mean, right? So I drive out to Maryland to go talk to this nigga Kuttah. Right. This nigga in Kuttah crib. Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, if it wasn't for art, nigga, the angles that we had for that video probably wouldn't have looked the way they look You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Because you was there, you I mean, you did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate
like, you got the relationship with a nigga like Kuttah. You got a relationship with a nigga like Laz. You know, for you, do you feel like videography and shit like that is more beneficial? Like as far as
being a creative is more beneficial. Being a person that's going to be, because I do the videography, that's one part of it. But me knowing me as a person and me not to be a hater, me not to be a person who's biased, a person who, okay, well, he's from here. I don't care. I don't give a where you from. Your mother own a house on that block?
right?
Okay. What's going on? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, it's like,
Nigga.
is you a good person? You know what I mean? Do you genuinely mess with me as a person? You know what I mean? Things like that.
Nah, real
so, relationships is everything. You know, I'm gonna be able to tell if you fake in 2 seconds of talking to you.
Nah, real
Off
shit.
the rip, I get a vibration. I get it just goes off my body. I know it's like, all right, dude ain't serious. You know what I mean? And
Right.
there's those ones that are. There's ones that are. You know.
So you made a lot of connections out in like Atlanta, Miami. Like, let's talk about
Right,
that.
we killed. Shout out, my boy just went in for his time 3-4 days ago, man. Shout out Babe Simpson, man, one of the realest dudes.
Shout out Babe Simpson, man.
Lynn Mash, you know.
Babe
shout
Simpson,
out
he got bagged?
he just went in for his time, you know.
Oh, shit.
He be home in a couple of years. I mean, whatever, you know. My boy gonna be straight when he come back. That's why y'all ain't heard a lot of Babe. Y'all ain't seen a lot of Babe. You know, bro was really going through things. I gotta tip my hat off to bro, because bro showed me another life that I didn't. At the time when I really started taking off with videos, I was doing everybody in the hood videos too. But then there was a dude named Baby Genius. He was out here and he was working with my dude Keys, and he flew me to Puerto Rico. And that's when I was like, oh shit! Now I'm getting paid and I'm flying. Niggas is paying for flights.
It's lit, nigga.
Hold on. It's lit out here, you hear me? So, yeah, that was like boom. And then Bait booked me. I had flew to Atlanta after that. I went to Puerto Rico, flew to Atlanta, and Bait booked me to Miami, man. And Bait, man, Bait a real dude, man. My first time in Miami, I had to pay for nothing, man. Him and his guy spent like 40 grand,
Really?
40 G's in a weekend, you hear me?
God damn.
Jeez Louise.
We had the most fun I ever had in my damn life. I was on Miami doing all types of shit. I
Tell Babe to call me. I need friends like that.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
like,
I need
like,
niggas.
I'm
you know
telling
what I
you,
mean?
we was in Club 11.
You ain't never
to the
spent
morning
40
time.
grand on me, my nigga.
Why the fuck would
And
I
I
do
just
that?
started messing with dude, like, and it was crazy. It was
40 grand.
amazing. But then we started working heavy, you know what I mean? Like heavy. Like me and bro was like working like nonstop. Like it was crazy. I'd be crashing out his crib. We just be working, like it just nonstop creating, and it's just creators and creating and thinking. And then we dropped the album on SoundCloud. I got 5 albums on SoundCloud. Then we dropped the Palm Trees and Pineapple, Palm Trees and Pineapples. So Palm Trees and Patron, sorry.
Yeah.
Palm Trees and Patron. We dropped that album. That joint was going crazy. We did a lot, man.
And I heard about your names through Last Days.
Because Last was I was shooting for Last, and then Last is traveling. He's coming out with us. We in Miami.
Yeah.
We just having a ball. We getting Bentleys. We getting high rises. And this is like
Rich
this shit
niggas.
just started
Right.
booming. Like we just started. Everybody
Bentleys.
just started going crazy. Like we all just started feeding off each other. It was like an energy. It was just like, dog, you know what I mean? And dudes is getting along with each other. We ain't having no problems on the road. We ain't having none of that broke ass whole shit niggas be having when they go out on tips. You know what I mean? It's like we inspiring people, dog.
Right.
We inspiring people from the hood who's not living like this at the time.
Right.
This was before that money was flowing around. This is before you had to be really getting money. You had to really be around people who was doing something.
Nah, but you had told me something about like Future or some shit. Like you got connection with like Future's camp and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. Future. I mean, it just goes on. It goes from I got Memphis, I got Atlanta, I got Miami. It goes down the line. I mean, when you go to Atlanta, Atlanta's like the hub. So when I live in Atlanta, you know what I mean? I've been living there for about 5 years now. But
So you actually live there right now?
yeah, I actually live
okay,
there.
okay.
You know what I mean? I may be in the hood. I'm always in the hood. I'm always going to be in Boston. I'm always going to slide back and forth. You know, I could never leave my folks, my peoples here.
Nah, that's dope.
And just blow up on them and just say, because what I look like, y'all help me build me to who I am. Because without y'all, I promise you, I'd be dead or sitting in the cell.
Your background is what it is. You done time?
I've never done as a kid, from
DYS
15
type shit?
from 15 to 18, I did time. Straight from 15 to 18 straight. Actually leaving this building.
This building.
I left this building. I was
At 15 years old.
At 15 years old, I left this building and caught my first bid. I left this same building. Was going to youth building right here.
Get the fuck out of here. This wasn't the sound lab at the time.
It wasn't a sound lab.
Okay.
Youth build was right here. I was going
just to let y'all know, this was not the sound lab. When this nigga went to jail.
It was youth build. Youth build's next door. It was youth build. You know what I mean? When I was like 15 years old, man. I was in a taking, man. I was in there doing other things, man. You know what I mean?
And you was walking the fuck out.
Fucked up and did some shit.
That's what happened when you fuck with Cape Verdeans, nigga. Yeah.
Cape Verde was in my neighborhood as a young age. It was heavy influence, but then it was just like, it was just growing up, bro. Everywhere I go, I was going in the hood, man. You go to Grove Hall, man. You got the Burke. The Burke was one of the worst schools. You went
to the Burke?
My brother went to my older brother went to the Burke. It don't make a sense. We went. If you were real young and right at my age, I'm 30. I'm 32. So I went to the Boston Renaissance Charter School. Boston Renaissance Charter School was we downtown on Seward Street.
Yeah, at the time.
We had 18 floors.
Yeah.
We had none but black kids who went from the school. Shout out Dr. Harris.
Yeah.
He lived on France Road in Mattapan.
See, you know what? I like that you mentioned that because you went to the Renaissance, which is a good school.
Yeah, great.
Yes, it is.
Right? We went to OB.
Very good school.
Great school. Tell me how many niggas from the Renaissance that you know personally who caught crazy bids.
Oh my God!
Just give me a number.
I mean,
just a random number.
There's at least 10 I know.
There you go.
There's at least 10 of them I know. 10 years,
bro.
Half doing life. Another 5 to 8 dead.
Yeah.
I had a nigga tell me that
talking about,
I went to a private school.
Oh man, nah, that man, you in a school full of all the city kids. I'm talking about kids from all these neighborhoods. And they all in one school full of 18 floors. You
Bro,
me? Our basketball coach was a gangster. Mr. Singleton was not playing with people.
OB was on Malcolm X Boulevard. You understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what's that.
You know where the fuck OB's at. Everybody know where OB's at. Yeah,
Seriously.
we had to test in to get into this shit.
Seriously.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, but it just the brain don't make
but you
background. Like,
people,
I know a lot of smart dumb kids.
People don't change, nigga.
No, not at all.
I know a lot of smart dumb kids.
Nigga, what?
We make dumb decisions, but they're smart as hell.
I know niggas who went to the joint for real shit.
Yeah,
that I went to school
for
with.
sure.
Absolutely.
Because you gotta understand, it's about the background, the household you come from. You know what I mean? The things you're around, the influences you got as a youngin' you're seeing and things like that. It ain't really about like, well, it's your neighborhood too. So you want to be a follower, a leader. One thing my mother always told me and my brothers is you better be a follower. Don't ever be no leader. You know what I mean? No, you better be a leader, not be a follower. My fault. You feel me? Like she always was heavy on that out the house, going to school, dealing with other kids. And you know what I mean? Knowing I had a hair trigger temper. My brother got here. It's like, so if we growing up in the hood, we get on a bus with all these badass kids from the neighborhood. Niggas waking up, we going to school.
That's how it goes.
Back in the day.
That's how it goes.
Fly. Niggas going to school fly. Jeff Hamilton, all teams jackets with Jabos.
Niggas had to fight. Niggas had to fight.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It wasn't a choice. Like
all the time.
You gonna say some fly shit to somebody, my nigga, and the next thing you know, nigga, now you.
It was just growing up, it was mixy. It was just crazy, you know.
Right.
You got kids from every neighborhood.
On that
and you're talking about you dealing with Caribbean kids. You dealing with this, that.
Nigga, being Haitian was the hardest thing in the world as a kid,
what?
nigga.
Back then,
being Haitian was
you
terrible.
shitting me?
Bro.
Back then,
You're 32. I'm 35. You understand me? I'm 35. You understand me? In 1995, that means I was 5 years old. You understand me?
I know because I didn't.
Nigga, it was not cool being a Haitian nigga.
Nah, yo, HBO, bro. Haitian body odor, man. God
they
damn,
love the Haitians
son.
now. All the Haitians are winning. The Haitian niggas are winning right now. They fucking everybody's girl right now.
I'm married.
I'm not saying you, but they are.
He's married.
I'm just keeping it a bit. Because
he's not lying, though.
On some real shit.
I don't know that life.
Niggas girl right now.
He's not lying.
Back in the day, niggas was walking up on Haitians on a bus.
Yeah.
Walking by niggas. You stink, nigga. All types
for no reason.
For no reason.
For no reason. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand.
It was bad for
Haitian. Yeah. We had nigga all my life. I had to fight.
Yeah, we wasn't cool at all, man.
Life was like that for them.
Nah, but all right, okay. So now, 2025. What Art got going on, man? What's in the works for you, man?
Right now, it's just this brand is everything. Always risk things. Art.
What made you change the name to Art?
My name I changed because it was like I was rapping and I was doing One Poppy Films, and it was just like, look, that don't make sense. Like you got a production company called One Poppy Films, and you are One Poppy. Your brand is always risk things. No, you're gonna push this brand more art, and then dudes in Atlanta embraced it a little bit more. Like when I first got to Atlanta, I started really being heavy around OTF, around DURK, around being around Duty Low, THF Zoo, being around all the OTF camp, and they was like, a lot of them weren't feeling that Poppy shit, man. I'll give it a bed, like, you know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
A lot of niggas weren't feeling that Poppy shit, like, you know what I'm saying? They can call me Pop. Niggas start taking the eye
like,
out.
the fuck,
we calling
nigga?
you Pop, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so.
Like, nigga, you ain't even
When
Dominican.
niggas start calling me
Get the fuck outta
Art
here.
for real, like, yo, Art. And then I kind of grew a liking to it because then when I'm going out, like I said, the woman, I love women, you know what I mean? I love women. She like, all right, I ain't nigga, that's your real name? Yeah, that's my real name.
Niggas say, I'm Artemis.
They like that. I ain't never heard that name. You know what I mean?
The fuck,
Hey, but I got all types of names. When you go to Memphis, niggas call me Arthaniel.
Arthaniel's crazy.
Bartholomew. What's the nigga name off of this movie? Bartholomew. I think it was Don't Be a Menace when he first came on. Niggas be calling me that. Just all types of anything that can rhyme with it. Niggas be Arthur. It'd be crazy, dog. You know, I got playing partners from everywhere, and I just appreciate being to know a lot of people. I know hella people, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and I still play so cool, dog. I don't want no. There's no reward for being real. There's no reward for doing what you got to do.
Well, nigga. So Art was always.
Risk
It was
things.
always. So Art was never about you being an artist. It was just about always risk things.
It was always about always risk things because
Okay.
I remember I was outside my mom's one day and I was just aggravated and I was like, man, I gotta figure something out, dog. And I don't know, always risk things just came to my mind. It was like art. And it was like I started pushing. I went and got some shirts. Man, my dad's a screen printer. Growing up, my dad was always an entrepreneur, so figures that I would be an entrepreneur.
Right.
You know, he was.
And your parents still together?
Nah, my mom split when I was like 4. My dad was he was an alcoholic growing up. You know what I'm saying? My real dad and shit. But like he eventually got us together. He's been 20 years sober. Yesterday.
Dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 20 years sober
That's
yesterday. I think was it yesterday or the day before? He's been 20 years sober. My dad
Dope.
recovered all the holiday, but he's been a good dude. He's been an A1 screen printer, businessman, hustler. He made sure instilled that in me that I'll be a hustler and like an entrepreneur. I used to have to go to Caribbean festivals back then, Washington Park. My dad got T-shirts, waters out there. He's selling waters. He's selling T-shirts. Whatever, he got it going, it's going.
Right.
We moving, and you know what I mean? My uncle's out there, my uncle Daryl's out there. We had the Puerto Rican festival. He got the Puerto Rican flag with the chicken on it, and he got the one with the frog. He out there like, you want to rock with a cock or kiss the frog? You know what I'm saying? He's out there, dog out there wilding, you know? So, you know, those was a good days.
I got a question. Hold on. I got a question. So with all the artists that you've met, right, do you feel like do you feel like you received more love in Atlanta than you did from Boston while you were here?
That's a good question.
My city loved me. One thing I'm going to say is my city loved me. Atlanta's a mountain pot, so you got people from everywhere in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Word.
Man, niggas from Atlanta ain't even from Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
The real Atlanta, they stamp art. They love me. Like I'm tapped in for real. You know what I'm saying? Like in the real Atlanta with Atlanta people, they love me. But like I said, it's a mountain pot, so I'm getting love from everybody. I get the hell of love from Chicago, hell of love from Memphis, you know, hell of love from DC, hell of love from just everywhere damn near in America for real. And it feels good because everywhere I go, I know somebody. Like it's crazy, and I never thought that like, oh, what? For real, that's just real life. I'm really tapped in more than what people will see on the like. I got a good following on the gram, but what people see more on the gram, it's like my relationships is way more deeper.
Word.
You know what I mean? That way, relationships is everything. That's what people gotta understand.
It's
People
important.
backdooring and fucking their people off for nothing, man.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to talk about Art Block, right?
I was just gonna ask about that.
The hanging mic shit. Nigga.
Yes.
I got tired of seeing the hanging mic
For
shit.
sure.
You know what I mean? But you had some real good motherfuckers on there, man.
That's because I'm showing love. I'm pulling up. I'm telling dudes, give me a buck and a quarter. You know what I mean? Dudes, give me this. I'm telling dudes that you know what I want. I want three. I want three and some shit. I want four, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? When dudes ain't got it, I'm still pulling up, taking what they have. You know what I'm saying? I'm still helping dudes out. I'm still giving back and pouring into my community. So you know when you get greatness coming from that, and I didn't think that was gonna blow up like that. And mine took off right around the time when Zay first really started his. The little dude Jay Hustle had called me. I think he's seen somebody. I don't know. He's like, I want to do a video with a microphone or whatever. I always give people their credit. He was like, I want to do a video with a microphone. We went to Archdale Projects. We shot his. He was the first art block we did.
Yeah, it
and
is.
we did it, and then it just was booming. I just kept doing them, and then I was like, when I first did them, I went on a run. I think I shot like 20 to 30 art blocks in like a month span.
That's crazy. That's
And I
crazy.
was doing them. I was booked. I'm like, I'm doing 5, 7 in a day. I'm pulling up. My man's looking at me like, yo, you eating? I'm like, it ain't even. I need you to do it. Matter of fact, you hop out the car. I'll sit back, set the equipment up, just put it on the tripod.
So you was one of the first hanging mic videos. You know
In
what
the
I
hood
mean?
for sure. It was me and Jackpot going neck to neck. But Jackpot,
yeah.
he was going, he's doing his little joint, well, different. He's doing his joint out the way. See, like when
Yeah.
it come to me, I'm Boston. I'm treacherous. I'm him. I may deal with Worcester, I may deal with Lynn, I might do this, but I'm from the city.
How's your life insurance, my nigga?
Word.
Because you be
go
in
to some
treacherous
rough
places,
places,
you go to
some
some
crunchy neighborhoods.
I mean,
Yeah.
I done been through it. Like I didn't been on shoots. Like I didn't like I keep it a bed. Like I done R.P. the girl Q. She died on Geneva.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
out
yeah.
there one night and I'm shooting a video. Dudes came by, flah, 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 flah. Bullet went through my coat. Another time, bullet went right through my coat. I'm talking about through the pocket of my coat. Could have pierced my lung. I'd have been dead today. I promise you. I got high powers with me for real. So you know what I'm saying. And then I watched old girl bleed out right there on the floor. 2 other 3 dudes get popped on a video shoot. You know that added more trauma from a dude who really come from that background. Already been shot, been through that, been through things like that. You know what I mean.
You
And
say
you're
you
doing
been shot
something
3
positive.
times?
3 times on his mother's birthday, bro.
You know what I
8
mean?
days before his.
You know what I mean? I was in the
nigga
hospital for
went through
15
some
days
shit,
in
bro.
ICU, for real. So that was then. So when she died on that, it kind of blew my mind for a little bit. And people began to like understand it because like, damn, I'm really doing something positive. I'm getting back to the community. Same time the community trying to kill me. But did that stop me? No, that would never stop me. I still go through the hood. I still show love. I still pull up. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. If it's written, it's written.
Come on, man. Let's clap it up for that, my nigga. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah. It was written. You know what I mean?
That all right. So talk to like walk me through the experience of you getting shot. When was that? How
That was
long
in
ago
like
that?
2013, dog.
So
That
you was
like,
young as fuck.
I was like 19. I
Yeah.
was just got out of jail. I told you, I just came from DUIS, got out of jail. I'm happy. Like,
Who did you piss off?
It wasn't more like a piss off situation. It was more like, you know, I had something and dudes wanted it, you know, and I wasn't going. Wasn't going, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going for that. So, you know, I handled my business and he handled his at the same time because you wasn't going to just take nothing from me. So at the end of the day, I went out like a soldier, you know what I'm saying? On my mother's birthday, dude tried to take something up off me and I wasn't going. So, you know, it is what it is, and I'm still here.
How did that situation like change your trajectory,
everything.
man?
It changed everything. I started moving different. Relationships for friends, they're not the same as how it was because I got it. I got it at that point. At that point, it was like, oh shit, boom. You know, I lost so many. I was skinny. I lost so much. Chipped my tooth. I got this chipped tooth. This chipped tooth came from when I fell and hit the pavement on Blue Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's so. I'm eventually gonna get it fixed and change it, but it's like it's so hard for me because it's like
fuck it.
It's part of me. That's why I was like no, because I'm getting older now. Now I want to, I want to elevate and things like that. So it's not going to change. But before it's like you can't hold on for something so long. That's why I cut the dreads.
Right.
Because it was like I can't hold on to. I got shot in those dreads. I've been through this. I've been through that. Man, it's time for a change, dog. It's time for me to elevate. When I did that, I moved to Atlanta and I elevated. Now I'm around these rappers, this rappers, your favorite rapper, this rapper. I got relationships with all of them.
All right.
Every single one.
So now that you're, moving with these groups of people, of course, things change. Do you feel like your safety's in any danger, considering the
I'm
fact that
always
you've
risk
been?
things to the core. So at the end of the day, safety is never a concern. We always stay dangerous. We always on that. So at the end of the day, none of that matters to me about whatever. I'm from the trenches. I come from nothing. I don't give if I'm in Memphis and Orange Mound. You know what I'm saying? I'ma still be art because it ain't no dangers from where I came from. It might be a lot more killing.
Word.
But I'm around killers too. I'm around drug dealers too. I'm around these dudes I grew up around in my neighborhood. So it can't change my way of thinking or how I feel. You may be bigger, smaller. We a man. We bleed the same. We look at each other the same. However it is, this is what it is. We always risk things. But whatever it takes to get to my mission is everybody go home safe, get the production done, everybody be happy. And live life, and that's and when you preach positivity, you're gonna get positivity.
Absolutely.
If you give negative energy, you're gonna get negative energy.
Yeah.
When dudes keep dwelling on things that work, dwelling on things, I be laughing at dudes like, yo, bro.
It be niggas like this, like these fucking gangsta ass niggas who just.
I mean, he's
It's
been through it, man.
Niggas-
So
yo, look, I appreciate you. No bullshit. I love what you do, my nigga. Your stamp is impeccable, my nigga. Nobody nigga know you, bro. Like what you do is this. It's not debatable, my nigga.
Appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Like no bullshit, bro. You do really good work, bro.
I just be trying to put the people on, man, trying to make sure everybody aware. Nobody's dream is unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, the communities and the places that we live in, people's dreams get shattered quickly. You know what I mean?
So with
I
that
get
being
it.
said, are your dreams being
My dreams then
accomplished?
already came true, and they didn't ever have to involve money. See, a lot of people's dreams involve money.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the problem. My dreams had
aren't
already
real
came
dreams.
true. I grew up listening to DMX, slipping, falling. I was in strip club
it
and
up.
booby trap, turned with him. Dude gave me wisdom and knowledge. If you do something, do it from the heart. Told me I got the videos of this. I got this. I got all. Like this is real life. My dreams are becoming true in front of my face, and I didn't even notice it. So at the end of the day, now my new thing is make sure my family's straight, making sure I've lived my life. I've been to Miami, I've been here, I've been there, I've been damn near every state in America. Tours, just got off a Money Bag Yo tour. Know personally these rappers. What more could I not but get my family straight, make sure my people's just trying to run a business, or I'm coming, or we trying to figure it out together. Now, like with that point, like dreams of I didn't think my shit was gonna go like that. That happened because I was putting in work. I was putting in work. I didn't care. I was hurt from being shot, and I had a point to prove. I was losing friends. I was falling out with friends that was best friends. We not talking like that. It's hurting me. We done been through every sharing clothes and shoes before.
Yeah.
Niggas don't.
But as you grow, you shed things.
Niggas
you know?
don't talk about
just
this
like
type of
anything else, man.
Exactly.
You gotta shed.
You
that
shed
out,
things.
that-
You get what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
So at the end of the day, when you get older, you know what I mean? It's like, boom, I live my life. I've had my fun. So at the end of the day,
do
I
what you have to
can
do.
never, ever be ungrateful.
You definitely have a lot more life to go. So you're not done yet.
No,
I know
not
you said
for that.
I know
That's
you
what I
said you've lived your life, but I feel
As far
like
as
there's
like
still,
live my life is like train wise and then going here and partying here and being around this person doing that, man, that came naturally.
dreams also get bigger. That's something
No,
that
they get beyond bigger.
Yeah,
and now it's
yeah, they
business.
keep
Now it's,
multiplying,
but now
shit.
my mind is business wise.
Absolutely,
Like,
I
as far as
understand.
like dreams, like owning this, making sure my little cousin got a job when he turned 15 years old. He ain't got to go
Word.
fill out an application.
Word.
You get what I'm saying?
He gonna hold the microphone or something.
So
man.
whatever he got to do,
Right.
but he's getting paid. And he's being able to claim taxes on this. He's able to
Right.
do this.
Yeah.
You know, making sure my mama ain't never got to worry about a bill a day in her life.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? My pops, their insurance plan, everything that they got going on with them is everything. Like, those are what goes on with me now. Being able to say, well, Ma, you need to get this fence around this house cost $7,200. I got the $7,200.
Yeah.
Put this whole
Done.
new fence
Say
up.
no more.
How do you build the brand even larger than what it is right now?
It's
What are
just
you gonna
traveling.
keep doing?
Traveling, taking risks, and Rick Ross said some real one time I seen him. He said, yo, listen, when I see you here, and I see you here, and I see you here in different states, like, those are the guys who's gonna be on something and do something. Because you stay in one place, you stay stagnant. You stay in here, it's only so many shows. That's another reason why I moved, because it was only how many more shoulders can I rub in this same spot?
You expanded.
I've already know every damn near body in the hood.
Yeah.
You did what
Everybody
you needed
know
to do
me.
already.
If they don't know me, they know me from their mans or from this person.
Right,
I gotta go over here. They gotta feel my pain.
Right.
They gotta feel my heart, my soul. You know what I mean? It's a little different.
Go ahead.
So with that being said, like where you at now, do you feel like art means something different besides always risk things?
I mean, it's definitely something different. It hit a little different, but it's still taking a risk because there's plenty of other things that I can be doing in life. Like I told people, I'm still an entrepreneur. I'm still, people expect me to have millions of dollars because I be around so many celebrities, high-end people, that I'm moving, like the way I'm moving in life for real. It's like my life is a movie. Like I don't even understand how I be doing this. Like I don't even understand how it happens like this, how I get on a jet with this person.
He really be on some shit there.
I don't know. Like it just happens. And it's like, so for me, it's like, man, you still got to take that risk, bro, because I could be working a good job right now, getting this amount of money, and then opening up another business and doing this. I'm taking a risk to do what I love.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Health too. Health is another thing. Eating good, traveling. People think they don't understand, man. It's expensive to eat good. You want to be on another state, you got to pay for hotels. You got to pay for traveling, rentals, holds. This, and you still got to eat good and take care of your body. Go to the gym. You still got to do this. You still got to wake up in the morning. You drinking all night, especially in the industry we in.
Right. Nigga, I already know. Nigga, I was drunk when I got here.
Come on, it's okay. It's okay. Come on. It happens. You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes I might need a drink just to talk to a dude because I don't want to talk.
Nah, I feel you, bro. With all the artists that you have worked with, what are some artists that you would like to work with in the future or in the near future?
Honestly, whoever's genuine. I do want to work with. I never work with, even though I'm heavy connected with like Kinky B, heavy connected with CT. I always wanted, growing up, Jeezy was one of my guys. I got to shoot a video for Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? I got to, like, in my lifetime, I got to shoot a video for Jeezy. I got to shoot a video for, it's crazy. People say 50 be bugging Young Buck all the time. I love Young Buck. Growing up, I love this music. Tony Hill. These dudes, I still want to work with. I still want to shoot videos with some of the OGs, like some of the dudes I go with. I don't really listen to this new rap. I listen to old music.
Me too,
like, I got an old soul. I'm in a car bumping Candy Liquor by Marvin Cease. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bumping old music. I'm bumping Al Green, Teddy Pendergrass. You know what I'm saying? I'm bumping Bobby Wambach. I'm bumping the essence, the soul, the real shit.
My young boy, I was playing Don't Be Cruel by fucking Bobby Brown the other day. This little nigga this nigga Streets. The nigga Streets never heard the song. I said, nigga, you from Boston.
But these dudes don't be knowing,
That's crazy.
It's a little different, bro. They don't tap into that. They like listening to this drug abusing music.
I was like,
the depressing music, the shit that blinds you from what's going on. Because I'm listening to this old school music. They put me on the game to like, I'm listening to 70s music, 80s music, 90s.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like they put me on game to so much. To listen to what these dudes were saying back then, it's like, damn, we ain't too far off from what we thought. Like, we be thinking the world's crazy, but it's like, damn, was it really crazy as how it was?
All right, so let's have a real conversation then. You think R&B changed, or you think that
there's no real R&B anymore?
Because R&B is not the same.
There's no real R&B no more.
Bro,
these men are scared to really talk to these women the way they was talking to these women on record back then.
Bro.
These men were damn near, I'm going to give you the world, baby.
No.
Oh.
The nigga from fucking...
Well, I've been dropping my knees. Come home when you come home and I got your feet. No.
The nigga from Boys to Men said, all those other times that you ran out with that other fella. Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care. You don't understand how much I love you. Niggas would never. Niggas be like, yo, these bitches ain't shit. Suck my dick.
You ain't even getting a Pretty Ricky. You ain't even getting the 2000 Pretty Ricky type R&B no more. It's like It's dead. R&B
Yo, son,
is
niggas
gone.
used to really love women.
Yeah.
I mean,
Niggas used to love women.
Niggas hate women.
a lot of
Niggas
babies
be
were
hating
born,
bitches now.
Yeah, a lot of kids were born through R&B. Now niggas is fucking the little Dirk and making fucking degenerate kids.
Fucking
That's
the
what's
little
happening
Dirk
right
is
now.
crazy.
That's what's happening now. That's exactly what's happening
Them
now.
little
Jesus
niggas want to
Christ.
they want to put their switch on a dresser.
Yeah. You know,
Niggas said it switch on the dresser.
They want to put that switch on the dresser. Hey,
niggas ain't begging for the
Fuck
pussy.
you with
They
my
doing
switch in my
drive-bys in the hood like, I want my bitch back.
niggas
Like, that's
used to-
crazy.
I just no real essence in this shit.
No, of
no
course
more. It's
not.
No real, like,
Although we
you know.
go to the end of the road.
That's not happening.
Niggas don't remember the times when niggas didn't have these, bro. You had to get on
Right.
that dial
Right.
cord. Nigga, if your
Right.
mama didn't like, she was
Right.
hiding the goddamn cordless phone and putting it in her room for the night.
On
nigga,
dead dogs.
You taking it, nigga. Now you got the kitchen phone. Everybody had a kitchen phone. You
Yeah.
got that one phone in the kitchen
And then hide
with
in the
go away. It
pantry.
was always on the pantry. Niggas used to fall asleep on the phone. Look, so I love it
Y'all
so
niggas-
much. I fall asleep in the kitchen.
Niggas
Get
don't
You
know.
remember the
more
long
time.
ass cord that
Yep.
you had?
The 25-footer.
The 100-foot.
Yeah,
25.
I didn't have no
100-foot, nigga.
I grew up
You
in a
get-
Haitian household. We had to be close
Nigga,
to
I'm
my
Haitian
mom's bedroom.
too.
Nah, my mom wanted to hear what the fuck I was talking about on the phone. She was like, keep it
Times was
close.
different, bro. Like life was.
You get the 100-foot. Yeah, I mean,
Don't let Shorty call back the phone on that.
you know what I mean? My mother get on the phone like,
Hello, who's this?
right.
Oh, you be on the phone in the middle of the night. I told you to get off the phone. What are you
My
doing?
mom's like, Charlie, get off their phone. I need to call my mother. You know what I'm saying?
What I tell you about
The
being
fuck?
on the phone? It's 12 at night. You supposed to get your ass in the bed.
Yeah,
Son, these R&B niggas ain't the same. So, like, niggas be trying to talk to me about Tory Lanez and shit like that. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, it's a different world we live in. I mean, I feel like the internet really fucked shit up. I wish we can go back to Nextels and shit like that. I wish we can go back, AOL shit like little
Right.
sidekicks and shit. Because it's like, it's no imagination no more. Like, we
No
ain't got no
creativity.
imagination. You go on the gram, it's the imagination's right there. Damn. And it's like it's hard to not keep your mind off certain things because it's like it's right there. Now they control the algorithm so crazy.
Yeah.
Like you like 2-3 things and you act. Man, it's just the algorithm all day just feeding your brain, dog. It's like they causing cancer to your brain with the shit they doing.
All right, so if you could give low niggas 3 pieces of advice, what will always risk things give these young niggas?
Choose your friends wisely.
I like that.
Always have a backup plan.
Okay.
Don't ever just think that this is gonna work. Always have a backup plan.
Don't put your eggs in
Or
one
something.
basket.
Exactly. Never put your eggs in one basket. Always be able to have something that's gonna work for you. And another thing is, just take risks. Take a risk, a smart risk. You know what I mean? Take a
Calculated
smart
risk.
risk. You know what I mean? Don't think the risk is going out and when that boy made you mad and you wouldn't lay them down. Now your ass is some cellmates. You know what I mean? With a nigga for the rest of your life and you can't do nothing about it. That's not a real risk. Anybody can do that.
You know, and I'm gonna give little niggas a message because like when I went to jail, I was in my early 20s, right? My cellie was 42 years old, OG from Morton Street. You understand what I'm saying? My cellie was a 42-year-old nigga from Morton Street, and he was comfortable in there. I can't imagine. I'm 35 fucking years old. I can't imagine being 42 years old and being comfortable being in jail, nigga.
Nah, that's.
I don't like niggas, so at the end of the day, I can't even get comfortable.
No, fuck that. Cause when you fuck up, it's usually in your early 20s, late teens.
Yeah, but niggas
Right.
is fucking up in their 30s and
But that's crazy to me.
niggas is fucking up in their 30s.
At 30-something years old, you fuck. What?
I'm gonna say that one more time. Niggas is fucking up in their 30s.
You
Crazy.
right. You right. And that's fucking despicable, my nigga.
That shit don't make no sense to me, dog.
My cellie was 42 years old. And the last thing I said to that nigga, the day before I went to court, because I knew I was going home, I said, I never want to see you again, my nigga.
Talk about it.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just never want to see you again, bro. Because, and if I do see you, the next time I see you, I hope it's on some real ill shit. You know, the nigga got the jail body. You know the jail body, the upside down triangle, nigga. You been in jail for years, nigga. You know what I mean? You been doing pull-ups your whole life, nigga. I didn't even work out when I went to jail. Because I'm like, I'm not getting comfortable with you niggas. I don't want to be like you niggas. I don't want to be a jail nigga.
It's not that.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that shit was whack to me. I was like, yo, fuck you niggas,
thing
bro.
I think dudes could do is just take care of their peoples. Make sure your brother got some. Make sure this. Make sure, even if you ain't physically giving them money, dog, they got some game they can take with them. They got something that can help them in their situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like because
But
all experiences help each other.
But here's the problem. When you fall into that trap, when you fall into that bullshit, you become a 42-year-old nigga who's asking a young nigga like me, when I was on the unit, yo, can you call my shorty on three-way? I need to speak to her. This is before the shit was free. Now it's free. You can call whoever the fuck you want to call.
That's crazy, right?
Now it's dope. I think that's dope.
I think that is dope.
I think that's dope.
But I'm like, that's crazy. I think that is dope. They need to reimburse some of them niggas their money.
Right, on that dog. Give me my money, then give me a check. Fuck. but what I'm saying is, like, this old ass 42-year-old nigga was calling, like, he didn't have nobody to put no money on nothing for him. Can you call my shorty? Is that really your shorty? Does she like you like that? I couldn't be 42 years old asking a young nigga.
Oh, you go to jail, it's over. All them shorties.
And I'm like,
all them shorties getting bust.
And I asked him, I'm like, yo, OG, what's up? Like, what? Like, why you in here? The nigga was in there for like some child support bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, dudes is
Niggas
$1 million.
dumb.
See, I'm blessed to have no kids, man. You feel me right now? Like, even though I want kids and that, but I wouldn't say I'm where I'm at. You know, like to be like, okay, well, I'm having a kid. Like, nah, dog.
Now you know you're doing it the right way, my nigga. You find you a shorty, you find you a good woman.
I gotta have someone whose mind is here, and she wants this. She's not worried about here in the club or this or that. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm blessed. I could just say I'm blessed. You know, whatever God's thing is, I'm being protected by.
God don't make mistakes, man.
Listen, because these dudes be going through it. Yeah. I'm watching dudes.
Yeah, I know.
Killing niggas
I know
over their
some
baby
guys.
mama.
I know some guys. You ain't saying shit.
That's
man.
crazy, dog.
But
my man's last days says, don't have no kids, dog.
Days be on some bullshit, dog.
Don't have no kids, dog.
Days be on some bullshit. But what's next for art, man?
Next that coming is, bro, more production, more music, more videos, more putting people on, like, for real, like, this always risk things about to really come to life. Far as a conglomerate, far as people, real dudes that's been down with me for a long time, staying down and staying true to me, no matter what we've been through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother A-Star, shout out my brother Don Film, shout out Last Days, shout out there's so many fucking people, my brother Roy, Harvard Eye, you know what I mean? Shout out a lot of people. Like, I mean, we don't got to see eye to eye. I'm just a real one, to the point where if you did something that's pivotal in my career to help me, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out OTF Twin for even bringing me a situation with DURK and them and around them, you know what I'm saying? And it led to other things and it led to other people. Shout out, there's so many people, dog. OG Stickman every time. Shout out I Me Casino from Memphis. You know what I mean? That's another good fella right there that came in my life not too long ago. But dude's just been solid. You know, there's just been so much. Shout out to people, man. Shout out my mother, my brothers, my sisters, my loved ones, and everyone who loved me and everyone who think of me on a daily, who wake up and they call me to say I want them to shoot my video. Shout out Kayla Fendi. She's smoking.
Shout out Kayla Fendi.
I got a plan for her right now, something serious, you know what I mean? And every time Kayla Fendi hit the gram, she going like this right now. Yeah. She deserve it. And I think, and I'm gonna say this real talk, there's a lot of niggas who ain't spitting out here, who spitting in the city, who ain't fucking with Shorty.
Nah, she can rap.
You know what I'm saying?
She can rap her face off.
Shout out Stizzy Leflin and shout out Grime Girth for real. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who show love for real, like, no matter what. You know what I mean? I don't forget a nigga who show love, and if I didn't say your name, just know you in my head. You know what I mean? There's just so many niggas, though, that I could say was there. Shout out Kuttah too. Kuttah, my dog.
My
Kuttah
nigga.
been with
That's
me
my
through a
brother
lot.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? There's just been a lot of niggas in the city, you know what I'm saying, that I do deal with, you know what I mean? And niggas don't gotta speak every day or whatever, but that shit don't never go unnoticed.
Say no more, my
I love
nigga.
that, man.
Appreciate you, my nigga. Anytime you want to come back here, my nigga, you know it's love.
Always,
my
man.
nigga.
Always risk
We
things.
family.
Shout out Dutchy too, man. Shout out Dutchy do bad.
Shout out
man.
my nigga
No
Dutchy
doubt.
do
Yes,
bad.
man. Gotta give him his too, man.
Next time you come, bring me one of them bracelets
Oh
too.
yeah, for
all right?
sure, man.
Appreciate
Sure,
you, man.
For sure.
Love that, bro. You know you love showing love, so you know what I mean.
Oh, we gonna be there.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I like gold, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna get
But
there.
honestly, man, thank you, man. You know, you've done a lot for the city. You've done a lot for the culture, man. And you definitely have a positive head on your shoulders. Your trajectory is high. And, you know, just keep pushing for the stars, my nigga. Like, you really
appreciate
a ill nigga, bro. So
appreciate
thank you, man.
That's
Real
right.
nigga. CWTFB Radio, man. I'm Charlie Machine. We have big bro Rick, a.k.a. Fifth in the building. You know what I'm saying? My man Art was in here, always risk things.
Yes,
you know what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Episode 263. We in the garage We in the media lab at the Sound Lab. Love y'all, man. We out of here. Until next time.
That was solid, my nigga.
God,
Thank you for sharing your story.
yes, sir.
That dope,
Talk
man.
about it. Gotta
That shit
talk
was really
about
dope.
it. Gotta talk about it.
Yo, what makes you decide? I wanted that.